record. If you can see the screen, say yes. If you cannot, say no.
So,
Okay, very
Yeah.
good. Let's begin. So today we will be starting a new unit on inequalities because last time we finished our unit on linear equations. Now we're going to do some linear inequalities. Okay. So we're going to do homework questions, simple inequalities, some examples, and then some practice problems. Let's just start with the homework here. It was about literal equations. Hopefully that went well. Should not have been too hard. So I'll give you a couple moments to do this, and then we'll go over it. All right, let's see our answers on this. So Denny says 3y over pi r squared. So let's see. Who can volunteer for this? Ivan? Okay, very good. Ivan, how did you solve this problem?
so first, I multiplied 3 on both equations, so I got 3v equals pi r squared times h.
Very good.
And then I divided pi r squared on both sides, so I could get 3v divided by pi r squared equals h, because 1 times h equals just h.
Okay, very good. So that is how you isolate the variable. Multiplying by 3 is good. Right. Okay, so next one. This one you have to solve for x. Okay. All right, let's begin. Y is equal to 12xy plus 3xz minus x. So let's check the answers, see who solved this one. So it seems everybody got the same thing. So who wants to volunteer for this one? Annie? Okay, very good. So Annie, how did you solve this?
So first I factored out the x. So then I got y equals to x times 12y plus 3z minus 1. Then after that, I divided both sides by the 12y plus 3z minus 1. So then I got x equals to y over 12y plus 3z minus 1.
Okay, very good. That's exactly how you do it. The next one, n is equal to a plus b times the quantity of 2 plus ct. All right, so let's check this one. See who gave me an answer. All right, so seems that there's actually some different answers on this one. So let's see, you can volunteer. Andrew, very good. So Andrew, how did you solve this?
So I solved this by like taking off the parentheses first and then switching up like C and N for for A plus 2B plus N over TB.
So n minus a minus 2b is equal to bct, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then you divide by bt.
No. Okay. To C.
That's how you solve for c. So this one, you have to do the distributive property and then move these to the other side and then divide by bt here. Okay. Number 4. All right, so let's go over this. So it seems that we have some different answers. Let's see. Yu Chen, what did you get? How did you solve this?
Is the only one that submitted the answers though? So what I did was I subtracted 1 over r from both sides, then
One
added 1 plus,
one
then
minus r.
essentially added the 1 plus b to both sides, and then multiplied like the
Ah, well, you can just multiply by b.
before that.
Well, actually, you see what happens when you multiply by b.
Oh
It
yeah,
doesn't do anything,
it
does it?
cancels everything out.
There's still a b here, still fraction. So what do you have to multiply by? You have to multiply by all of these, actually.
Oh yeah.
So let's multiply by RAB. So what did you get? What do you get if you multiply by RAB?
So you multiply by all that, then you get AB equals R uh RB minus RA.
Right. So now you can solve for B, right?
Yeah.
So AB minus RB is equal to negative RA.
RA.
Okay. So then how do you factor this B out?
B times the group A minus R equals negative RA. And then divide both sides by the group A minus R.
Okay, very good. So yeah, that is how you solve this one. So make sure you multiply by the least common multiple of the denominators. That's the rule. So now let's go to number 5, last one. Solve for B. Okay, let's do this problem. Let's see who answered. Looks like you have some interesting answers. Let's see. Who wants to volunteer for this one? Any volunteers? All right. How about Denny? Denny, what did you get for your answer?
Me,
Yes, Denny.
I got C. No, 6C8 plus 3C divided by C minus 3.
How did you get to that answer?
So so 3BC times 2A plus 1 divided by B plus 1 divided by C equal 1/3 times 3BC. And then I divide by the 3BC and then B at the B's. So I got
Oh. So what was your step? Did you multiply by all three of these?
yes.
Okay,
Wait,
very good.
no, so yes,
Then what did you do?
no, I just 3B. I got 3BC times I because I got it, and then 2A plus 1 divided by B plus 1C equal 1/3 times 3BC. Because you need to do it for both sides, and then I did 3BC times 2A plus 1. So this step is like we divide by that B, so we get 3C, and then I did, and then 3BC times 1C equal.
Okay, so you see how when you multiply 3bc, 2a plus 1 over b, b's cancel out. This is
Yes.
just 3c times 2a plus 1, 3bc times 1 over c, c's cancel out. It's just 3b. And here is just bc. All right, so from now on, we can solve. We have what is 6ca plus 3c is equal to bc minus 3b. We factor the b out. So did you get this answer?
Yes.
Okay, very good. So now let's go on to inequalities. So inequalities, basically, you know what an inequality is, right? Relation that makes an unequal comparison between two numbers' mathematical expression. Pretty straightforward. I'm pretty sure you've all seen an inequality somewhere. Example, 5 is greater than 4, right? You know the symbols. No, this is greater, this is greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, something like that. Okay. So I'm going to give some examples of what our inequalities will be looking like. You're going to be solving things like this, okay? Or, maybe 5x plus 4 minus 3 less than 6x. Something like this, right? We're going to be solving these types of inequalities, okay? And eventually you're going to solve the inequality, and you're going to get to like x greater than or equal to a, for example. But we're not going to write it in this form. Instead, we're going to write it in what? Did I not include this slide? Actually, no, that's for next class. Okay, so let's just keep it in this form for now. I was going to teach you about interval notation, but that's for next class. So today we will be using this form, just this very easy, straightforward. X is greater than or equal to a. Yes?
I think I learned this in class. 'Cause 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 I think I lear So I learned how to do like 2-step inequality, 1-step. So it's going to be really straightforward for me.
Which one?
The one we doing right now.
This one?
Yes.
What did you say it would be?
2-step, 1-step, blah blah.
No,
It's
did
going to
you
be
say the answer or
straightforward.
something?
It's going to be a piece.
Okay. Anyways, let me show you how to solve it. As you can see, right, so whoever said 1-step, 2-step, yeah. I think, yeah. We will be doing multi-step, I guess, if you want to count the steps. Alright, so solving inequality is very trivial. It's the same thing, apparently. Inverse operations again. So you're just gonna act like it's equal. So inverse operations. So hopefully everybody remembers their inverse operations well, and you should, since we've been learning linear equations for some time now. So what do we have? Addition, subtraction. All right, all of these things are the exact same, except for one detail, which I will talk about later. Okay, so the one key point is that you have to flip the sign. Yes, flip the sign when multiplying or dividing by negative. Right? I mean, it makes sense, right? So like 3, of course, is greater than 2, right? But when you add a negative on there, -3 is actually less than -2. So it's pretty straightforward there. So the key point here is you gotta flip the sign when multiplying or dividing by a negative. Okay, are there any questions? If there are no questions, then I will continue with some examples. So this one, very easy example. Okay, so we're just gonna use our inverse operations and do it very easily. You move this 3 to the other side, 7x greater than 21, okay? And x is now greater than 3, okay? So it is very easy like that. And now we have number 2 here. Let's see, negative 1/3 x plus 2 is less than 6, right? So negative 1/3 x is less than 4, okay? X is less than, right? What are you multiplying by? You're multiplying by -3, right? You need -12. As you remember, you have to flip the sign. So now x is greater than -12, not less than. Because when you multiply by a negative number, you have to flip the sign. All right. So now let's move on to some practice problems. Hopefully, they're a little bit more challenging than the examples. So I'm just going to give you like 4 or 5 minutes usually for each of these. All right. So get to work. All right, so let's see who can answer this. All right. So Yuchen says x is greater than 2. Denny says x is less than 6. So actually, I'm going to give you guys a couple more minutes since we need more answers. Okay, so everybody, if you're still working on it, keep working. All right, so let's see. So it looks like we have some different answers. A lot of different answers for some reason. I don't know why. X is greater than -3. We have x is greater than -6. X is greater than 6. X is less than 6. Wow. Okay. Let's see which one is correct. Do I have any volunteers? So raise your hand. Okay, Ivan. Very good. How did you solve it, Ivan?
So first, I multiplied both sides by 2 to get rid of the division thingy. So I got 2x plus 2 is less than 3x plus 8. Then I subtracted 8 on both sides to get rid of the 8 on the right side. And I got 2x minus 6 is less than 3x. Then I subtracted 2x on the left side on both sides to get -6 is less than x.
Very good. Whatever that was. Yeah, okay. So I don't know what the rest of you did, but it was that simple. Yeah. So make sure whenever you have a fraction, do not work with it. Just multiply first and make your life a lot easier, you know. All right, so let's go to number 2. All right, so let's go over this. Less than or equal to 5/28. Interesting. And then Andrew says x is less than -1. Okay. So Yuchen, how did you get this answer?
I got an x is less than or equal to 5/28 for some reason. Also, am I the only one that submitted answers because I kept getting called on for the last 2 sessions?
Oh. Yeah, that's probably true. What did you do for this one?
So I distributed 4 into 7, the group 7x plus 3. And what came out was 28x plus 12. And then I subtracted 12 from both sides.
Yeah, you're actually correct. Huh.
Yeah.
But it is negative.
Oh yeah.
It's -5, right?
-4.
Or -4, actually.
Yeah.
-4.
Otherwise, it's -1/7.
Yeah. -1/7, apparently. There you go. Okay. So third problem. All right, so let's go over this one. Let me see here. Who answered this? x is greater than 1/3. You have x is greater than 2/3. I think most people got x greater than 2/3. So let's see what that is. So who can volunteer for this one? How about Annie?
I think Justin.
So first I multiplied both sides by 2. So I got 14x minus 6 is greater than 5x.
Very good.
And then after that, I subtracted 5x from both sides and added 6 from both sides. So then I got 14x minus 5x is greater than 6. And then that just equals to 9x is greater than 6. So then x is greater than 6/9. And then you can simplify it and then get x is greater than 2/3.
Very good. Very good. So last one, or not last one. We have one more. Fourth one.
All I'm writing is the steps. So first. Stop. That's me. That's me. Oh. Go. Open the light and go. Oh, new problem? Guitar. You need a horse with a guitar. Problem number 6. What's 3 divided by -8? You don't know? Yeah, well, let's go. You don't even know 1 times 1. Alright, what's 1 times 1? Okay, we'll do it.
Alright, so let's go over this one.
Better than 1 plus 1. What is it? -3 is negative.
Let's see here. Less than or equal to 3/16. Actually, let me give you a little bit more time to do this one, then you get more answers.
I found that before, and I threw it back on the board. My wall. So give me hook. It's just okay. Stop rocking your bird. I'm not confiscate this. I'm gonna put it like this, okay? You're not a teacher.
Alright,
Like,
let's check the
I'm
answer.
gonna get paid even though I'm sick.
You just unmuted, bro.
I am too.
Okay, so Andrew, how did you solve this?
I solved this by huh? I solved this by uh what? Okay. I solved this by by you know by like taking like one number and like just testing it, and then I came to the conclusion of it's x is bigger than like
So you didn't really solve it. Okay. You have to do your inverse operations. Multiply by 6. As you can see here, the other side. Okay, divide. Switch this line, actually. Okay, this is how it should be done. So you have to use your inverse operations. Do not just test it like that. All right, next. All right, let's go over this one. Yuchen says x less than 2. Okay, that's great. What did you get, Yuchen?
Yes, I did get x is less than 2. So I multiplied both sides by 3 to get rid of that 1/3 period.
That's good.
And I got 3x plus 6 is greater than x minus 2.
That's correct.
I subtracted x from both sides.
Yes. 2x.
2x plus 6 is greater than -2, and then I added 6 to both sides, so 2x is greater than 4, and then do the division, and x is less than 2.
You mean -8.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Oh
because
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Great.
but everything else is very good. So multiplying by 3 right here, that's very good. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why it's always me
This one.
that always has to get called on because I'm the only one that submits answers.
Last one, less than
Less than -4.
for you. Okay, very good. That is all for today. Thank you for listening. I'll see you next class. Yeah. I already posted the homework, and I'll post the recording soon, probably today.
All right.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 Bye.